His name is Arturo Sandoval, and since he defected from his native Cuba in 1990, his career has literally been ablaze. Like his own life, Sandoval's music transcends really every border, and he succeeds Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, as one of the reigning geniuses of the trumpet. He has gotten reverence, he has gotten stardom, he has gotten Grammys, and this morning Arturo Sandoval has come our way, and it's a great pleasure to have you here. I gather you defect from Cuba in 1990.
Yes.
5 years later, you're playing in the American Super Bowl halftime. Is that right? That's a very strange transition in 5 years.
It's a big pleasure to me to be in the Super Bowl. It's a great exposure and a great opportunity to play for a lot of people who never have a chance to play for.
Something I've never understood. You grew up in Cuba.
Yes.
Learned the trumpet in Cuba. Didn't defect from there until 1990, and yet I thought Castro didn't like jazz.
At all.
He was basically just an adherent of classical music.
He doesn't like nothing pretty, nothing. And I defected from there because the situation in Cuba is getting worse and worse, and where the repression is getting worse every minute.
But isn't jazz music suppressed, in effect, in Cuba? I mean, I know Dizzy Gillespie came down there a couple of times to play. You were with him when he played, and yet I thought jazz was just, outlawed is too strong a word, but I thought it was just not prevalent at all in Cuba.
We put a band together years ago called Iraquere. We wasn't allowed to use the cymbals, the drums, because they said they represent the music of the imperialists, the Yankees imperialists, you know. It's what they call the jazz music. It was a kind of not allowed music to play for years, for many years.
Then how'd you get so darn good?
Yeah, practicing and listening here and trying to learn from everybody and everywhere.
What were the influences? You used to listen to Dizzy?
Yes, that was the first jazz musician I ever heard.
And he was your real teacher when he came down there. I gather all of a sudden, you were driving his car when he was down there, and I gather he suddenly found out his driver really knew how to play.
That was very funny. We spent the whole day together, but I never mentioned him I was a musician myself. That even if we have a jam session in the theater, and when he saw me with the trumpet in the hand, warming up, he said somebody, "Hey, what my driver doing with the trumpet in the hand?"
And then found out not only could you play, but really play. Now this piece that you're going to play for us is really sort of a tribute to Dizzy, something he used to play, right?
Yeah, Groovin High is one of his early compositions of the 40s, but it's still like a brand new tune.
And this is from your album, which you pronounce far better than I.
Danzón.
Danzón, okay. Arturo Sandoval.
All right, thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Just terrific. Arturo Sandoval.